Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Professionals. I am your lovely host, Weebo Jones, and with me today is my lovely co-host. Some of Americans say hi, SDA.
Hi, SDA.
And here on today's show, we have many a thing to talk about. But before we do that, some house business needs to be taken care of. Don't forget to subscribe to SDA. We do the Wednesday show on her channel, but instead of on Wednesday, it's going to be on Tuesday this week because reasons. It was going to be on the 4th of July, but then we're like, oh, Thursday's the 4th of July. We can't do that.
So it's going to be on Tuesday this week instead of Wednesday. Sorry, guys.
Wah, wah. Precisely. The other order of business is... Oh, yes, Streamlabs. If you would like to donate to the show, make your money our money, and support the lovely ladies on this show, you can find the link to that in the description, or you can actually use that $ in the chat to donate money through Super Chats, although that gives Google 30% of your money, so to each his own. Do what you will. Do we have anything else, SDA?
As far as housekeeping, not that I can think of. I will say we will not be streaming while we are at VidCon.
No, because, well, we'll be filming, but
we'll be filming, but we won't be doing the shows while we're at VidCon. So all the shows will be good this weekend, with Midnight Power Hour on Friday and with the next Sunday show. But the weekend of VidCon, we will, that Friday and that Sunday, we will not be having shows because we will be in LA.
Exactly. It'll be a hassle, and we'll probably be enjoying ourselves with SoFan and Fat Pat.
Yes.
SoFat and Pain. I tried to do a thing, but it didn't work. And then I think, I almost forgot about this last order of house business. Today is Sunday, which means that we are doing advice from your two lovely co-hosts. So if you would like to check out the Discord, definitely check out. There's a link to that in the description down below. And that is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is just after we get done with the news. You can type your advice into the couch section of the Discord, and we will be answering all of your lovely questions about life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and all that jazz. So I think we're done, unless there's more.
I think we're good.
I don't think there is. All right, cool. So without further ado, SDA, would you like to get into the news with me?
Let's get into the news.
Let's talk about the news. All right, what would you like to talk about first?
Let's go ahead and knock out Korea.
Okay.
This is like really important. I know you're like, I know it's a little boring, but
famous last words. Let's go ahead and knock out Korea.
But it's really important. It's very monumental, and it's really important.
I like how you emphasize the monumental, important part of that. But continue, please.
It's important. So Donald Trump steps into North Korea with Kim Jong-un.
Is that it? Is that all?
Is that what? Weebo.
Am I supposed to like be shook about this?
Yes.
Like a man steps 2 feet over a line, and suddenly we're supposed to be.
No U.S. president has ever done that.
No.
No.
Not even one.
No.
But surely SDA, they did it before they were U.S. president and or after they were U.S. president. Surely. Wait, weren't there like, hang on, pause. Weren't there a whole bunch of basketball players, or like at least one, that got to go over and hang out with?
But my point is that no sitting U.S. president has ever stepped foot in North Korea.
Okay.
It's a big deal.
But like, okay, have they towed that line just a little bit? Like taking the edge of their foot and just went tap. Just
no.
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 Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, but like, how would you know? There have been several dozen presidents over the years.
Weebo.
This isn't a funny joke. I'm sorry, guys.
You're being ridiculous.
I am being ridiculous.
It's a really big deal.
Okay, explain to me why it's a big deal. I am a tard, as they put it in the South.
Well, I don't know. Maybe because everybody's been worried about the fact that North Korea is an incredibly unstable country that won't talk to our country as far as, I don't know, diplomacy goes. And
yeah,
now they are. And this hasn't happened before.
What are you talking about? This frumpy little dictator right here with his solidly built bottom? He's unstable? I disagree.
Yeah, but now he's actually, you know, in diplomatic talks with our leaders. And it's a big deal.
It's a big deal?
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
How was that not a big deal?
North Korea bores me. And also, I did not read this article before when you sent it to me, so I expected there to be more like fire from you in respect to it.
Because it's a big deal. I mean, like look, I know that like you're like really being a dick about it, but it's a big deal.
Lion Patriots got it right. Let the world burn so we can be right. Yep. Let the world burn. I am totally not on that Joker kick. Assassins of the Greys trying to explain it to me. We have remained in a state of war with North Korea for 66 years. The armistice in 1953 only halted open hostilities, not end the war. The war. There we go. See, guys, what you have to understand is that when one is intentionally thick and dense, that's more than usually just them trying to get a rise out of the audience. I'm trying to get you guys to interact with us, please and thank you.
I don't like this, Weebo.
Okay, I'll stop. So North Korea is
You're making me sad.
How dare Trump step? Am I going about this the right way?
Well, actually, that has been like what's happening is that people are like, well, how dare he talk to them? And like the thing is, right?
Yeah.
People have been so worried about whether or not North Korea is going to blow us up that now that Trump is like, okay, I'm going to get them to not blow us up. They're like, Trump, how dare you talk to them? And it's like, what the fuck? But it's working. He's inside North Korea. Like, it's really wild. I mean, North Korea is ugly, but
this doesn't strike me as news. Come back to me when they're sleeping together, all right? Then he'll be the first president to do something of that.
Weebo.
Weebo.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Okay. All right. You're not that much taller than me. Shut up. How did President blood and fire shall reign if it isn't, then I'll be angry, salty. We get
moving on.
Game of Thrones episode what?
If you want to make me feel better, there is a link to the Streamlabs down in the description where you can send us money to help SDA feel better about her ridiculous co-host that she's going to have to share a room with at VidCon.
Oh, I don't know, man. You're going to have a great time.
I'm going to have a great time.
I am excellent company. I'll have you know. Ask Isaac. He agrees. Totally, 100%. All right. Shall we move on?
Sorry,
I just wasted all of your guys' time.
Let's continue.
All right. Do we talk about a Me Too that wasn't? Do we talk about Antifa? Do we talk about Andrew Yang or the Alabama pregnant woman?
Let's just go.
All right. Law firm worker 27 weeps as she's told she faces jail over fake rape claims that saw 2 innocent men locked up and treated like criminals. Okay, yeah, that looks like someone who's absolutely insane. Do you see the eyebrows on this lady?
I was like, she's also got the crazy eyes.
No, it's the eyebrows. It's not the eyes. It's the eyebrows in this case.
No, it's also the crazy eyes.
All right,
you see the crazy eyes, don't you?
They're accented by nothing more.
No, you're right. They totally are. But she's got the crazy eyes.
Because of the eyebrows.
No, she'd have them with normal eyebrows too.
Okay, guys, Photoshop experts in the chat, I need your help to prove a point. All right, Photoshop this woman's eyebrows out, and let's see if she is actually.
No, it's in the irises. Don't you see that?
SDA, there are only two shapes that irises can have: circle and bigger circle. All right.
Yeah, I know. They got crazy eyes. Weebo?
Circle and bigger circle.
It's in.
And that happens because of man. And weed. And maybe sometimes emotions, but we're ignoring that. I mean, she is a woman. Crazy eyebrows plus crazy eyes equal cray cray.
Like I'm also agree. Like I agree with you, but she's also got crazy eyes.
I still say it's the eyebrows. What unkempt caterpillars did
you know what? Look, moving on. Like, just moving on.
Let's go. Alabama pregnant woman shot in the stomach and is indicted. Okay, indicted in her unborn child's death. Okay, so this was a little bit messed up. I thought this was redonkulous.
Well, this was okay. So this was. Let me just explain the whole thing. So you don't have to read the whole thing. Like, so what had happened was, she's the reasoning is that because she was the one who she started the fight and provoked the fight. She's the one who is charged with manslaughter because the person who shot her got off on self-defense, and it's her fault that the fight happened. So she's getting a manslaughter charge because the unborn baby died.
See, I was just going to read this for the first time on air and then let my natural reaction take shape. But, your enthralling description of what exactly has taken place and the order of events that have happened just doused all of my rage.
Oh. Well, that's what happened.
No, I know. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Now, does she get to plead insanity for temporary insanity on the basis that she's pregnant and hormonally wrecked with, emotions and stuff, like because of the baby? I feel like
I don't know.
The
fight was about the baby's father.
She was 5 months pregnant in December when she got into the fight with another woman outside the dollar store. Dispute involved the baby's father, AL.com reported. It was the mother of the child who initiated and continued the fight, which resulted in the death of her own unborn baby. He said the fight caused the other woman to react and defend herself. Okay, yeah. He would not describe.
Yeah, and we're also not... The other part of it was that because of how far along she was, you're talking about even under Roe v. Wade, she wouldn't have been allowed to have an abortion anyway. So it still would have counted as an unborn baby, not as a fetus. So that was part of it too. Part of the reasoning as well.
I didn't catch the last 5 seconds of what you said.
Oh, sorry. Because of how far along the baby was, that was part of the reasoning too. Because even under a lot of the even under Roe v. Wade goes up to 22, 23 weeks or so, and 5 months is about you're getting up to that point. So that's part of why.
Okay, so the way that this was, addressed in the Twitter sphere, and I only picked it out because I was like, this is either really, really ridiculous or there's something else going on here that no one's telling me. I picked it out because I wanted to read it out live on air to get my legit reaction.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's okay. It's not bother. But Check Your Logic says, there was more to this story. Every time I heard it, they phrased it to make the innocent woman sound squeaky clean. Exactly. And I know that's been a pattern with a lot of issues, especially with regards to abortion in the past. This has been the case with a lot of police-involved shootings as well. And I hate to bring, like, something completely unrelated up into a topic about this, but when it comes to firearms, when it comes to abortion, when it comes to police, anything that has to do with anything super divisive, a lot of things don't make it into the commentary that people make about said things on the Twitter sphere, and so a lot of misinformation gets passed around. So good thing we're covering it. Excuse me, I burped.
And look, I mean, whatever your opinion on it is, like, I don't even know what my opinion on this is, to be honest with you. I don't know what my honest opinion is, but I think whatever your opinion is, it's important to know exactly what the logic behind the charge is, rather than just Alabama's bad. Because under their current laws, the charge might make sense. I mean, under the laws that they just passed, the charge kind of makes sense.
Thank you to Beware Atheist for the $2 over on the super chat. Here, split the money. Okay, symbol. Sir, that is a deplorable symbol. My good sir, how dare thee? Anyway.
But thank you.
Yes, thank you. Okay. This is one of those unfortunate situations that just happened to be a thing that escalated into something that was just horrible. Me personally, when it comes to fighting or anything with regards to that, don't ever be the person to throw the first punch. And while violence isn't always the answer you should directly go to, maybe like it shouldn't be your first response to someone else's response unless there's absolutely no other choice. There was another choice here. There was a responsible decision that you could have made here. Low key, I think the kid having been born to this woman anyway, if she had ended up keeping the kid, probably would have been a detriment to that kid just as a whole. So maybe to put a positive spin on this is like a blessing in disguise. Not that, dead babies are a good thing, but I shudder to think what would happen with that kind of an influence in your life about a woman who just did not let up about the baby's dad. Like,
that is true.
Pick your battles, woman.
But, yeah, like, I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't know.
But, like, to have it escalate, to let it get to that point where you get shot and your baby dies,
right?
That's like wholesale irresponsible. So,
yeah. So that's where we're at.
Anyway.
But anyway,
yeah, that's
moving
where we're
on from there.
So, SDA, did you know that the Dems were in a debate this week?
No, I had no freaking idea. It was all in Spanish, so I think that's
the Dems
why.
were in a debate this It was all in Spanish. SDA, you never learned Spanish?
What? No.
Wait, they didn't make you take 4 years of Spanglish in high school and then in college?
Oh, they freaking did. Well, I haven't taken it in college yet. I'm putting it off like a motherfucker.
But you've taken Spanish. This has absolutely nothing to. Well, it has like something. It's tangentially related, but it has nothing to do with this story.
I am so like I'm putting off my college Spanish classes like crazy. I don't want to do it. I'm so lazy. I just don't want to do it.
That's okay. So
I'm sorry, but like
right?
Marianne Williamson is my favorite person. I love her. I want her to be the new vice president. I'd be okay with her and Trump ruling the world forever.
SDA, that sounds absolutely like you're supporting a dictatorial rule.
Don't you know? In this case, I'd be a little okay with it. Sorry.
Anyway, thank you, Beware Atheist, for the $2 and all of the okay symbols.
We appreciate it.
Excuse me.
But if you guys would like to donate via the
We do.
Streamlabs, there is a link in the description down below where you can also do that. And by the way, in about 9 minutes, we're going to do advice time. So make sure you head over to the Discord and into the couch section and ask us your advice questions. Betwixt the two of us, we have 43 plus years of life experience. So
excuse me.
We still can't talk or read, but that's not the important thing. Hey, maybe if we learn Spanish, we'll be able to. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The next 6 minutes for $2 says, Yo quiero Taco Bell, STA 2019. Yo hablo un poco español. I think that means you have a cat and you like it. Anyway, carrying on. We gotta talk about Yang, who claimed his microphone was off unless called on during debate. NBC says he's wrong, so we shall see. Democratic presidential candidate and entrepreneur Andrew Yang claimed on Friday that his microphone during the Democratic debate Thursday was turned off at times. I feel bad for those who tuned in to see and support me, that I didn't get more airtime, he tweeted Friday. We'll do better. My mic being off unless called on didn't help, and glad to have another opportunity in July and afterwards. NBC News, which hosted the debate, denied that Yang or any candidate's microphone was shut off. At no point during the debate was any candidate's microphone. Yeah, we get it. Okay. Yang spoke for for least amount of time of any candidate during the debate on Thursday, clocking it at 2 minutes and 56 seconds of talking on stage. That's like it's like 12% of the average me video. I couldn't imagine for talking for such a short amount of time. Not even my worst day. I don't think I've ever made a video that was that short.
I have.
Anyway, that's just pitiful.
I've made videos that are shorter than that, actually. Because one time I made a video that was like, this is just fucking stupid, and like that was the whole video.
I should do that. You guys want more content, right? All right. I'll do that. Yang made similar comments Thursday as seen in a video of his post-debate event taken by a supporter. There were also a few times, FYI, when I just started talking, being like, hey, I'd like to add something there. And my mic was like, not on. He's irritated me, especially since they didn't just, like, they're there. I don't like them. Anyway, he claimed that he experienced microphone issues at least a few times, including during discussions on climate change and education, where the problem was not addressed by moderators. There were times when I was like, hey, I wanted to make a contribution on climate change or education, other things, and like, my mic didn't work. Like, the mic's actually not on. He said, dude, if this guy becomes president, I'm gonna have so many issues. Not even kidding. No wonder they turned his microphone off. Good riddance.
But I'm reading ahead and it gets worse.
It gets worse. All right, we're reading all of his comments. And so I would just start talking, and then, like, the moderators would just, like, ignore it. And it doesn't matter. So the moderators have a fair amount of power and authority, including turning on a mic.
Word.
There were at least a few times where I tried, where I quite literally felt somewhat like sort of mechanically restricted.
I hate this.
Though I'm not done yet. Though I don't hate the entire media marginalization of Andrew Yang narrative that will now take hold. It's not the worst thing in the world to happen to us, he said. So, like, this is, like, the coolest, like, thing ever. Like, oh my god, like, dude, think about, like, the press and stuff. Like, duh.
I hate this.
God. Oh, okay, imagine if I made an entire video for, how was it? 2 minutes and 56 seconds just saying, like. All
right, moving on. We got stuff to do.
Like, I just took
WEEBO.
Sorry. That's fair. Okay, so the last story we're going to talk about. Sorry! Doing it! Right?
All right, Antifa thugs attacked journalist Andy Nika multiple times.
I think it's pronounced go.
Well, I've seen him everywhere, and I
one of these is a silent letter.
What? What?
That's how you pronounce that.
Yeah.
So, the Antifa movement, you know, the anti-fascists who are just doing the Lord's work, attacked journalist Andy Ngo at a protest in Portland on Saturday. An editor for
Quillet the Great just told us how to pronounce it, but like from now on, we're going. Fine,
don't worry about it.
We speak English up in this bit.
Not even that do we speak well. So he frequently covers the leftist groups, rallies, and protests. Doing the Lord's work, I say. So he shared a video of police asking him questions about the attack and checking his body for wounds. According to Ngo, Antifa protesters hit him in the back of the head multiple times, threw milkshakes at him, and stole his GoPro camera. The biggest sin of all. Stealing a man's GoPro camera? What kind of evil have you let into this world? He took to Twitter to ask for any video or photographic evidence of the attack taking place. He was taken to the hospital where photographic evidence was taken, and you can see it here where his ear was like partially ripped off. He's got some bruising under his eyes. He's gonna have a nice black eye. And apparently he also had some brain bleeding, if I'm not mistaken. I heard about that on Twitter. Shit. The bestest news organization of all. He was attacked multiple times on Saturday. Earlier in the day, Antifa threw milkshake at him while filming live on Periscope.
Didn't it have like
you can see
stuff in it?
Oh yeah, it did. And if you guys caught the little advertisement-y type thing that I did for the show before this one went live, it was it's just a milkshake, bro video, which, you know, I kind of spliced some parts of a show from a month and a half ago about the milkshake issue. And how I literally predicted this. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna stop sharing. But I want everyone to know. We literally predicted this exact same thing happening. You want to know why it was so easy to predict? Because that's how predictable Antifa are. All right, the escalation of violence, that domino effect, as it were. The act of the slippery slope happening is not a new phenomenon to us. We see it in real time, actually, right now with the milkshake argument happening. And we called out on that show, Real, for saying, hey, throwing milkshakes at people is not violence, but it can be. And in this case, there was a quick comment or something of that nature mixed in with
people is violence. It is. Look, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about violence or anything else. There's a spectrum, okay? There's a spectrum of violence, okay? There are things that are violent but are very much not that violent, okay? Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. And having like water thrown on you is one of those things. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be fine, okay? And then it gets up to where like water is disguised to say like vodka, and that gets thrown in your eyes. Fucking ouch, right? Or something else. In this case, milkshakes have like milkshakes go from being just milkshakes to having other things in them. So yeah, both things are violent. In that instance, one is going to hurt a whole lot less.
Like in that, like ago though, we iterated that it could be a possible danger. We didn't actually say cement in the milkshakes as like a possibility for what could be added on to a milkshake to make it, you know, a little bit more exciting. But I said like acid, because that's a precedent that said that is entirely possible, entirely plausible. Quick drying cement though, that's another thing that, you know, could totally shake. Yeah. Short version. I was freaking right. All right, I called this. Freaking called this. And the fact is, this precedent was. I have Android quality. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to do about that. It's looking clear for me. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
Chill out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can still hear me. You can still hear my lovely.
While we're live.
It's not my camera, because the camera is the same every time I use it. It's just the internet connection that's crappy sometimes.
Jesus Christ.
It'll probably get better at some
chill
point.
Pill.
And it's
real
buffering. Boy, oh boy.
Oh. Is the whole thing buffering? It's not buffering for me.
I guess. It's fine. We will persevere.
Real quick, thank you to Lion Patriot for the $5 over on the Streamlabs. Do you speako Americana, por favor? And then thank you, Sanguine, for the $5 over on the Streamlabs. Presidential hopeful Asian Valley girl wants to give everyone neat bucks.
You guys don't support fascism, do you? Hardly.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know why. What about? Is it because I'm wearing black that you think I support fascism? I don't. I think that ideas are meant to be heard and subsequently debated upon in the public sphere, and to silence anyone for their ideas violently or to censor them in that respect is to, in a way, exercise a degree of fascism that should not be permissible. Sorry, but it really shouldn't. Like, everyone deserves to be heard, even if their idea is wholesale, mind-numbingly stupid.
There are so we're on to advice time. So we're on to advice time. So if you guys want to ask us advice, head on over to the Discord and into the couch, and you guys can go ahead and ask us advice. If you guys want to talk to us in chat, you can wait till chat time, and that is at the end of the show. And that is when we will get to chat. And yeah, so you guys can wait. Anyway, for now, we are taking questions, advice questions from the couch in the Discord, and advice questions only. So Sanguine asked, how should I choose what would be the best theme to run for the next grouping of, I don't know how the frick to pronounce your name, but of your cooking channel thingy?
I think.
I don't know what I don't know what it is.
I tried to pronounce Sanguine's last name, or Sanguine's.
Well, it's not even pronounced
last name.
like it's spelled. So
I know.
It doesn't.
There are letters that don't exist that are being pronounced in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
How should you choose? Take it out of a hat. Write them all down, the possible ones that you could go for, and just go randomly.
Yep. That's a good way. And then Hey Dude said, so I got a new trucking job, but they said I could only have one dog, so I'm returning home to let Raz off the truck. My issue, Rogue has been on the truck since she was 4 weeks old, hence why I'm keeping her, but she's also been with Raz the same amount of time, never separated for more than a few hours. Any advice on how to help her handle being alone until she gets used to it? Rogue is the husky, by the way. So there's also the boredom factor.
So my dog, whenever Ginger's not here, is used to being at the home by herself. And it's probably one of those things that should have been adjusted to when essentially. But I mean, there's no better way to transition than the present into a different way of being, and the best way probably make sure that she doesn't get bored, because sort of what is not helpful to a puppy or puppy, very, very large doggo, and how they perceive the world. They need to be constantly occupied. Especially, I think you said that the husky was staying with you, right? So huskies, they need to be, stimulated in some way. So definitely get a plethora of toys. That'll certainly help to some degree. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of loneliness there, because huskies going from one type of existence to another one, in which they will be alone without their best friendo. So it is unfortunate. There's going to be a transition period. It's going to be a little wonky for a time, but proper stimulation will help. Does that help?
Yeah.
Wait. So thank you, Sanguine, for the $5.
Yeah.
Over on the Streamlabs. Presidential hopeful Asian value. Everyone neat bucks. Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Oh, I read the Streamlabs.
I thought I got that one.
I don't remember.
I got
happening.
that one.
You did? Oh well, my bad. Yeah. Maybe it's my crappy internet that didn't allow me to.
Oh, okay.
Well, so that's why I asked, because yeah.
Sorry.
You want to turn off my. Here, let's turn down the bandwidth.
Yeah, you're getting.
Hey, look, I'm pixelated. Hang on. How's this? Is this better?
You sound less skippy.
All right. You know what I can do, right? I'm gonna pull out the other computer and stream from that one. And because it's not dependent upon an ancient system of internet known as the USB, it might be better. I'm all of the skippy. Yeah, I'm changing devices. Give me a sec. SDA, carry the show. I believe in you.
Crap. I don't know what to talk about.
You hear me?
I don't know what to talk about.
Just answer advice questions.
There's no other advice questions.
Talk about. Well, that's unfortunate.
I know.
Talk about Rabbi Glickman.
I don't want to talk. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that with Paul.
But SDA. It's relevant to the topic of conversation at hand.
Yeah, I don't know. No. No.
But I realized that it's actually
SDA, tell us about math. What do you want to know about math?
Okay.
11 x11 x17 x I don't know what your name is. Oh God, what did I do with chat? Okay, I put it over there.
Oh, x17 x7.
I'm almost done with the 100. I'm getting there. That's a number. That's math.
Have you watched the show Dark on Netflix?
What? No.
All right, I'll be right back, SDA.
No, God.
I promise. I'll be right back. I'm transferring to the other thing.
I'm for the fourth. I don't know. I forgot the thing. Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally forgot. Am I a fascist? Like, what? Why do you think I'm a fascist? What the hell? You know what? Just go away. Jesus Christ. Because you were talking bad about Antifa and they oppose fascism.
Oh,
okay. No. Yes, I do not like Antifa.
I can't hear anything.
Why are you asking if I'm fascist? I'm so confused. I don't like this. Somebody ask advice questions. This is out of freaking order, dude.
I did it. Worked. It's fine.
What up?
That looks so bright.
Hello.
Illuminated.
You are very okay. How do I handle that? I got very little sleep after starting the day off with 3 Guinnesses at a retirement party thing so that I could the making of a feast and have to work tonight. Cocaine.
That's not how this works. I don't do cardio, plenty of cardio, and maybe a little bit of the mailboxes.
Tired.
Yeah, but it also like makes you happy.
I thought he was, how do I handle that I got very little sleep? We trying to wake him up.
Yeah, cardio will wake you up.
It won't wake you up. It makes you want to go to bed.
Well, that's your experience. My experience has been that it energizes me for the rest of my day. Do cartwheels. Get the blood flowing in all of the directions.
What the heck? Do cocaine.
That's not how this works, SDA.
SDA does not support drug use. She's just kidding.
Oh my god, I look so bright.
It's okay. You look like an angel.
Thanks, SDA.
You're welcome.
I can hear now. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
People are like, how do I deal with getting advice that I should develop a drug habit to deal with the lack of sleep? Rehab.
Rehab. Might I suggest that you do not take advice from redheads who only shower their hair once a week, right?
Okay, I'm glad you amended that to like wash their hair once a week instead of shower once a week. Shower every day, and this is co-host abuse.
It's okay. You can take it. I believe in USDA. Oh boy. Well, I guess since no one wants to use the couch.
No, there are people typing like mad men in there. What happened?
No, it's just sanguine typing.
Well, there were 5 people typing.
No.
There were.
Fake news.
Gaslight me.
That's not what you're seeing, SDA. I think the cocaine is getting to you.
It's gaslighting me. This is bullshit. How do I go about an appeal? I gave you better advice.
WEEBO'S drinking wine. This explains the extreme legals. No, actually.
We're both stone cold sober.
No, actually, I am drinking wine. But I'm not drunk, all right? I've only had from here to here.
I'm stone cold sober. This is just my personality.
It's my Sunday. I'm enjoying my day off, okay? After working 5 hours of overtime in addition to my 40-hour work week. I deserve this.
Which Ninja Turtles are you? That is not an advice question. Follow instructions.
Let me see if I can turn it into an advice question, all right? Just to waste time. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't do people's work for them.
If I had to be a Ninja Turtle to please a woman in some way, to woo a woman in under my arm, how would do?
What? What?
How can I encourage others to also get advice related to what drug habit they should nurture? Oh, I have an excellent way of doing this, okay? Find exactly what it is that you want to do more of in your life. If that is hallucinate more, then definitely take out, investments into the hallucinogen industry. But if not, then, like, if you want to stay awake for longer, definitely either cocaine or caffeine. One of the 2 C words. If you want to be just mellow and chill, I suggest opioids and marijuana, maybe in combination. I am not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've never done drugs in my whole life. You probably shouldn't be taking advice from me about this.
How to deal? Okay, wait. So if you want to woo someone, what Ninja Turtle should you cosplay as?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go. We turned it into an advice question for you. What Ninja Turtle? WEEBO.
Donatello, just because it's the longest, I think. Also, I have a bone to pick with Seamus Derby in the chat. Wah, 5 hours of overtime after a 40-hour work week. Cute WEEBO. You know, that comes after a 21-hour overtime and 40-hour work week, and immediately after also a 36-hour overtime 40-hour work week too. So it's in a progressively downward slope, and I'm actually relieved about that. It's my first actual day off.
I was going with Leonardo.
Is Leonardo shorter than Donatello?
I haven't seen the Ninja Turtles in a very long time.
A long name.
It's been a minute. Also, how to deal with excessive anger. Cocaine.
No! I vehemently deny this advice and propose my own instead. All right? How to deal with excessive anger. You need some sort of outlet, obviously. If that's verbal in the sense that you rant to your therapist about it, then by all means, go ahead. But if that's more like a physical you need outlet, then find a room that they have these things. They're called destruction rooms, I think they're called. And essentially what they do is they give you a baseball bat and things to destroy in that room. And you just get to go to town on things and just destroy the heck out of them. It's very therapeutic, and I highly recommend it. Destroying things that you're permitted to destroy without consequence is certainly preferable to destroying things and or people that you're not permitted to destroy.
People, sorry.
I do not recommend.
Also, yeah, cocaine will probably make that particular issue so much
Cocaine will not help you here.
Sorry.
I recommend getting a punching bag, channeling it through some sort of mixed martial arts, and or talking to someone about it, because more often than not, just going to town on something, wailing on it with a baseball bat, it's not going to fix the deeper issues that are at hand. You have to actually fix the issue before you can... Well, no, you can feel the issue first, but you also have to fix the issue before it goes away. Does that make sense? Because catharsis can work, even though there are studies that don't support it 100%, but it's by no means going to fix the problem overall. You also have to deal with the issue. You can't just be like, whack-a-mole! And then not deal with it. That's not how that works.
Yeah, so if you guys have more advice questions, because we're really, really good at this, head over to the Discord and into the couch section, and we will answer your advice questions.
Mm-hmm.
43 plus years of life experience.
All of the life experience. Oh, the notepad. I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. I like moles. Well, I'm sorry that we're whacking them.
How can I set up a rehab center for the professionals' viewership when they all start up their coke habits? I don't know. You're going to have to look it up, because it's going to depend on the state that you're in. Because it's going to depend on the... And good luck dealing with the insurance companies, because yikes.
Also, side note, just so that you can find support groups for your cocaine habits on the onset, that or the possibility that they do happen. Most of our viewership is located in not California area, so that narrows your
Yeah, like 90% are in Texas, so that is
not 90%, but a large percentage of you guys are located in Texas.
Are in Texas. So there is that.
Okay, I think those are good ideas. Thank you.
You went okay. You said ideas plural, and my idea was coke.
I hope your idea wasn't included in that.
Go with that.
Please do not do cocaine. Here on the professionals. Hang on, I need to do a disclaimer.
Okay.
Here on the professional stream, we do not endorse nor condone the use of illicit drugs and or provide any avenue with which to do them either. Please do not do illicit drugs. This has not been our advice. Please do not. We do not endorse them. Thank you.
Any suggestion that you do illicit drugs is a joke. So,
and the things that we say but do not mean are more often than not, yes, just jokes. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
What's the airspeed? What the hell? What's the airspeed and velocity of an...
This isn't an advice question.
This is not an advice question. You're so bad at this. You really... You're supposed to be asking us for advice.
What about Diet Coke?
These are chat time questions. Gosh, diddly darn it.
SDA, what about Diet Coke? Heroic Nico wants to know about the Diet Cokes.
Diet Coke is fucking disgusting.
I certainly do not endorse Diet Coke. Like you thought I was prejudiced against regular Coke.
Diet
Coke is even
Diet
worse.
Coke is nasty. It is so nasty.
Oh god, this cough is not going away yet. So, what time is it? What time do we usually?
Yeah, usually at 8:20 we go to stupid comment time.
Do we? Where did the schedule go? Yeah, it's 8:20. You're right. Stupid comment time.
Yep.
All right, so unfortunately, we cannot have a further conversation about Diet Cokes versus Coke habits that are developed in order to deal with one's aggression habits. But we will pursue this avenue further next Sunday. I will be here. I promise you that. I don't know about SDA, but I plan on being here.
Diet Coke is Satan. All diet drinks. Have you ever accidentally had Diet Ginger Ale?
Mm-hmm. Have I? Well, I think so, but I think it wasn't accidentally. I think it was intentional.
It's nasty.
All right. Oh, wait, wrong computer. Okay, hang on. Pause. Okay. So because I switched computers, that means that I don't have to open up my email and show you guys my email address and account and whatever. I can just do the thing where I just do the thing, right? So it's good. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Open. Elevator stalling music. I'm just trying to entertain you. Okay, sorry. Side tangent before we get into stupid comment time, all right?
Yes.
So I work and do things that involve educating children and occupying their time for 8 hours a time at a day, yes. Right? And as a result, there are moments when it's just kind of there is a lull, and you have to always have to help the children, occupy them in some way. Otherwise, it's a bad time. So I ended up doing a whole bunch of dance moves for the kids a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. And as a result, I did the floss, and I'm not proud of it. Okay? I'm not proud of it.
I'm proud of you.
I'm not proud of it. Anyway, so let's get on with the lovely stupid comment time section that I always love. And there is very sparsely laden, unfortunately. I'm having the same viewership problems that everyone else is having on YouTube, and as a result, I'm not getting as many stupid comments as I'd like to, but we will endure. We shall endure. Sorry. Okay, so SDI, are you ready?
I am ready. One of Marvel's biggest groups is the X-Men, comics original social justice warriors. Take off the hat. There's MAGA. Oh, there's a MAGA hood with your name on it. Wait, what?
Okay, so this was the first one was okay. So it goes in chronological order. So the biggest one, and then the Carlos Maza one that he said. So read it bottom to top, because that's the way it's meant to be read. Red. There we go.
White folks cry and call Nazi at any non-white person saying anything. Tired of black folks complaining about race? Well, shouldn't have done slavery, brah.
Yeah. So I don't remember owning any slaves. SDA, doth thou?
No. I don't. I do not.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it? Are you sure about that?
No, but I feel like if I did, my room would be a lot cleaner than it is right now.
SDA! What? Oh my goodness.
That's the best evidence that I have, okay?
Low key. Not the same, because I do all of my own cleaning and I am obsessive about it. I am. Okay. Did you ever watch? This is a complete side tangent. It has nothing to do with anything. But did you ever watch Sound of Music?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember what's his face, Von Trapp, the patriarch of the family?
Yeah, I love The Sound of Music.
Okay.
Such a good movie.
So I love it too, and it's a classic, and my entire family loves it too. But the way that Von Trapp is, kind of, I relate it back to the way that my dad is about how I'm supposed to keep my room. Not that my dad is very Von Trappish. He never did the whistling thing. And that there was none of that nonsense. And he also did not fall in love with my governess at a young age. We had none of that weirdness occurred. But I feel like if given the opportunity to, he would have taken a coin and tried to like flip it on my bed, to see if it were up to standard, up to snuff. I don't know. This man should have been in the Navy because I feel like he has like the personality for it. Because everything has to be a particular way. And I have inherited that from him. Because everything in my room also needs to be a particular way in order for me to be satisfied. Otherwise, I go nuts. Not that my dad goes nuts, but I go nuts. Captain Von Trapp, thank you, Roasted Opinions.
I wish I was like that. But here we are. I'm a lot. So it's kind of like if my room is already clean, then I'm like that. But the second that like it starts to get messy, then like all of that falls apart. Like if something is clean, I can totally keep it clean. Like my car is freaking spotless because like we got it clean and now it's spotless and it's gonna be spotless for like the rest of freaking time. But like when something isn't spotless, I'm like, God damn it.
I like very, very particular, and it sometimes gets in the way of my free time. I am not the new Evelyn. Jeez, Dave, no, that's not how this works. Anyway, all right, we've dwelled in long enough. So Stephen Carroll had something to say about our last. No, this was 2 shows ago. The one with the trans athletes.
Wow, apparently. 2 minutes into your video, and now I'm going to kill myself. I couldn't even make it to 3 minutes.
We should check on Sean. We should really check on Sean to see if he's okay, because I'm very concerned. If, he's got such a poor disposition that 2 minutes of staring at my beautiful face would do him harm, then I do feel responsible for this man's life.
Damn.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I'm lazy, so. Enough of that.
He's okay.
Yeah. That is rather unfortunate.
Control your freaking emotions, woman. I will not!
Okay, half of most of all of the fun, all right, with my channel is the fact that I can go from 0 to 100 in under 2.5 seconds.
How dare you, sir?
I will not control my emotions. How else do you expect me to get?
You should have seen fanfic time, sir. Good sir. Good.
Half of the entertainment value of me is going full woman. Because you don't expect it, because I'm so level-headed all the time.
Yeah, because you're not ready for it.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, boy.
Hang on.
And then the next one. A very underrated channel. Well, this and Michael Malice's one. I don't know who that is, but then Zodiac Sam comes in with a SDA.
She's a whiner.
I'm not a whiner. What are you talking about? I'm just the best there ever was. How dare you? All right. And then Itheist, who for some reason thinks that I'm a boomer.
Boomer
I
Jones
can't imagine
for all
why.
Standard unoriginal CivNat commentary needs.
Am I a CivNat?
What the heck?
Chat, am I a CivNat?
What is a CivNat?
We need to go back to
Sanguine for the $5 over on the Streamlabs. Clearly Donnie, since he has the longest, hardest pull of the lot of them. And thank you, Sanguine, for the other $5. Weebo here is a barter for food. I will be a personal chef for less, if impartial, exchange for cleaning, because cooking is fun, but cleaning can get bent.
Gotcha. Hang on. I need to personally read that myself in order to comprehend it, because for whatever reason I am a tard, as they say in the South. Here is a barter for food. Ooh. Okay, but okay. All right, if we're going to do this, Sanguine, if we're going to do this, all right? All right, if we're going to do this. I don't do dishes. I do not do dishes. So, just to like entertain that, like, just if we're going to entertain this notion, we have to understand that. I hate doing the dishes. Like, I'll vacuum. I'll clean toilets all day long, all right? I'm good with that. I'll organize your cabinets so well that you won't even recognize them afterwards because they've been organized alphabetically, and you normally do it by size, all right? I will make sure that all of your clothes are color coordinated in your closet. Not a big deal. But, no. We need to enhance this comparison. I will make sure that all of your figurines in your household are facing a total 90-degree angle so you can see all of the lovely angles of that figurine. Make sure that all of your paintings are dusted. Make sure that your fans are dusted. Yeah, because you didn't know fans need to be dusted. You didn't know that. I bet you didn't. Well, now you do, all right? But I will not do the dishes. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them so much. Anyway, thank you the next 6 minutes for the $2. Nobody expects the Weebo imprecision. I have standards, but dishes I absolutely loathe. Sorry, it was a little bit of a rant.
You are all good. So it is now chat time. So chat, questions, comments, concerns, things you want to ask, things you want to say, anything at all. Go ahead and ask your questions in chat. I will also take this time to say this. I am currently taking on new beta readers, or also if you've been a beta reader in the past, we're redoing all of our beta reader stuff. So if you would like to be a beta reader, link in chat. It's a thing. Sorry, housekeeping stuff.
That's fair. The Sanguine for the $5 again on Streamlabs. I can use a dishwasher, and I clean my knives and cast iron by hands because a workman tends to his tools. That's fair. I respect that. So long as you don't make me do it. Then we can come to some sort of consensus. Weebo, did you win the circle game? I actually failed spectacularly. Here's the fun part, all right? Okay, so I commented on Twitter about how we were talking about how I got roped into doing the circle game by not only the kids in my class and the other classes in the room, but my boss, like the director, who is the head of the entire school, and the 3 coworkers that are in my classroom also teaching their own classes. Everyone was involved in this. 2 of these individuals are of a specific dissent that would make this very awkward if any of the news organizations decided to call it a white supremacist symbol, if you catch my drift. And another one is Asian. So it put me in an awkward position knowing the context that I know. And if in any event, like, one of the parents had seen that and had some ideas about the notions of the circle game, it would have been awkward too, because I didn't start it, wasn't my doing, barely participated, but I still got roped into it. And it wasn't just like in real life, it was through memes too. Did you know that you could get circle gamed through memes, people? Because I didn't, all right? And it hurts. It hurts my soul. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it happened as soon as it did after I posted my video about the circle game. So yeah, he's totally in the know, all right? The specific coworker that was gung-ho about it is totally in the know. Thank you, Toxic and Trudy, for the $10 over on the Streamlabs. You are not whiners. Well, I mean,
sometimes we get a little whingy, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah. We got more questions. Aside from cups for drinks and alcohol, why have plates with the invention of paper plates? Wait. I'm confused.
Wait, what?
Joyce Sorrow asks, aside from cups for drinks and alcohol, why have plates with the invention of paper plates? I am so confused.
Oh, why have plates with the invention of paper plates? Right?
Oh, well, because buying paper plates every single time you run out is more expensive in the long term than just having plates that you clean.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
David Dog asks, I think I'm pronouncing that right. There's 2 G's and an E, so I'm not entirely sure because I can't read. But asks, what do you feel about Jewish people in central Paris being driven out by Muslim thugs, not just leaving Paris into other parts of France, but also to Israel? Now, that is interesting. I hadn't heard about that, but I do say that.
Look, before you comment on that, I would fact check that with hours of research.
Hours of research?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel about Jewish people.
Because, yeah.
I don't really have an opinion on that. Mainly because I haven't done any real, actual, genuine research on it. And also because I'm not in Paris right now. And I'm also not a Muslim. And I'm furthermore not Jewish, despite what other people might think about me. So I'm pressed for... I need more information, I think.
Yes.
Send me a link, Dave. Send me a link and I'll do some reading on it. How about that? The next 6 minutes. Are you going to photobomb Casey Neistat at VidCon? If I can help it. You know, if I see Casey and I happen upon him and he just happens to have his camera out and is taking a selfie, I'm totally going to do the bunny ears to him and make my brother jealous because he's a massive Casey Neistat fan.
Is he really?
He is. He's... Okay. I'm not going to tell you guys what his channel is, but my brother does have a YouTube channel, and he wants it to be like a vlogging type channel, and he takes a lot of inspiration from Casey.
Oh, okay. Real quick, are you going to do any sightseeing while we're in Cali, Disneyland? So we are going to the Anaheim Convention Center is right next to Disneyland, and you can see the ass end of Disneyland. And I have talked about this for a year to my mom, and she's like, I need pictures of this, and we'll take pictures of it because the second that like you've been to the Anaheim Convention Center, like you could probably never go to Disneyland and have fun because you've seen like the back of it. You've seen the back of all the facades. And from the back, they're facades. Don't get it twisted. You remember they're facades. No, they're not. Not from the back, they're not, because that's a pretty word. So yeah, no, it is ugly as fuck back there. But yeah, you know what? We might early on Sunday figure something out.
We might, if given the opportunity. I have so much overtime cash burning a hole in my pocket. All right. One does not work 36 hours of OT for nothing. So I'm either going to indulge upon that or save it for a more hefty venture in the future. Either a laptop or I might get a vlogging camera. I don't know. In preparation for when it is we go on our lovely road trip, which, by the way, STA, how is the mapping for that coming?
It's coming.
It's coming. It's a work in progress.
I just got done finishing up a book last week, so it's coming.
STA, why are you not more on top of things? Woman, please.
Are you kidding me? I almost killed myself last week.
I am jesting with you. I am very rarely.
I'm on top of everything.
Seriously serious about anything.
Yeah, no, the mapping will be done in a couple weeks. I am on top of everything. It's just that everything is also on top of me. So
there's one for the notepad. Sorry. Those of you who are unaware, the notepad is a section in the Discord reserved for out-of-context quotes that you can take and put there for fun times later. Also, there's the studio, which is basically the same thing, but for pictures. Oh, that's a face. That's not even a face. That's just a blur.
SDA works, Weebo wants SDA to work 36 hours per day. SDA already works 36 hours per day, okay?
I don't want SDA to work 36 hours per day.
Like, normally in the streams, you can actually see me, like, my eyes look all red, and that's because they are. Yeah. It's because most of the blood vessels in my eyes are usually popped.
Weebo, how is Beardy? Beardy's good. Beardy and I are not working on a project, but he's sending me some stuff to work on his personal project. And, you know, hopefully that'll get him back on a good space, headspace-wise. But Beardy's doing all right. We like Beardy. I am not answering that question, Gulf City Peterbilt Confederacy. As much fun as it would be. That would get me in trouble. $1 though for 5 says, OT for nothing. Wait until you get a job with your computer science degree. Oh my god. Dude. Technically, this is my computer science degree job, except I don't have a computer science degree, and I'm just teaching kids what I already know. By the way, it's weird, all right? In one entire week, we're supposed to teach these kids not just the fundamentals of coding, but object-oriented programming, all right? Data structures, which are 2 separate classes that took me an entire semester to get through. Yeah, at the collegiate level. So don't even start with me. These kids are at least 13 and at most 17 years of age, okay? And we're teaching them things in a week that I learned over the course of like a year and a half. So I'm a little bit frustrated. 1, because I feel like I wasted a lot of time comprehending things that could have been explained in apparently a week. And 2, the materials that my job gives me to teach these kids the subject that I'm supposed to are so much easier to comprehend than the piles and piles and piles of freaking just notes and slides that my computer science degree teachers decided to give us throughout entire semesters. I'm a little bit salty about it. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome to STEM camps, Weebo. We have them at uni where I work too. I wish I kind of went to a STEM camp as a kid. Low key, that would have been awesome, because it would have been. But yeah. And I probably just said a whole bunch of silliness for SDA who doesn't understand anything about object-oriented programming.
No, I do. My mom was a programmer.
Oh, fascinating. Okay,
so
good.
Not that like I understand what you're. It's not that I understand specifically, but I've heard everything that you're saying. So like none of this sounds like gibberish to me. I grew up hearing. She's worked in IT my whole life, so I've grown up hearing all of the words that you're saying.
So you're saying what I'm hearing myself is that next semester, and the semester afterwards, when I'm working on my my final project, I can just ask you to ask your mom about this thing that I have a question about, and you know, I'll have like an in. Just be like, "Hey, SDA's mom, can I has help, please?"
I don't know if my mom specifically would be able to help you, but she probably can ask somebody. So yeah. Asking me won't, honestly, here, I'll say it this way. Asking me won't hurt you.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm always looking for resources, and even though I have an entire section of my own Discord dedicated to computer science help, it's always good to have more than just that resource at hand. Like Stack Overflow is a thing. I'm so happy that it's a thing. But the Discord is also a thing, and I'm so happy that it exists, because for some reason my university fails in the helping department. So for instance, when I was taking computer systems this semester, there was not a tutor scheduled to work at all that knew anything about computer systems. So everything that I had to learn and do with computer systems, I had to do by myself. Just no wonder I got a C+. I managed a C+, though. I went from NASD to a C+. It was a difficult class.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you know, I depending on like what system they're on, I don't know like how much help it'll be, but it should be, you know, it should be some help to you. So it won't hurt to ask.
What languages does your mom know?
I'm not sure, but I know the people that work for her.
Okay. I was just wondering.
A lot of stuff. Because she's not a programmer anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
The people that work for her do that now.
Earn a C+ grade in a C++ class, and I'll be impressed. I actually got a B+ in my C++ mastering class. Yeah. C++ was not that hard. C was not that hard. Scala was actually the easiest language that I've ever learned. And that was because I learned it after I learned Java and C and C++. I'd like to learn Python, though. Probably going to do that at some point. But my final project, I know for a fact, is going to be in Java because I'm coding an app, an Android app.
SDA, have you been doing okay this summer? I've been doing okay. I've just been very, very busy getting Blackwoods ready for formatting and for the cover art. But all of that is done now. So now I'm working on other stuff, and I've been working night and day on the other stuff. So I was like, summer, relaxing, and no, not at all. I haven't had a break at all.
I take partial credit for you not having a break because I introduced you to the 100, and that's ruining your life right now.
Yeah, that too. But like, I just haven't had a break.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm not allowed to have a break. I got too much shit to do. So here we are. No breaks. But yeah, in SDA, do you read a lot? Does that help with your writing? I do read quite a bit. And it does help with my writing. It depends on what it is, though. Sometimes if the book is really awful, it does not help at all. But a lot of times it does. And actually, depending on what it is, if somebody tells me that something I've come up with is very similar to something, I will avoid it like the plague. Like, for example, if like people have compared some of the stuff I've done to like, I don't know, people have said stuff about like Lovecraft. So like I thought about like looking at that kind of stuff, and now I've just completely avoided it. So yeah.
I think I already answered the Python question. Did your granny make that quilt on the bed? It looks cozy from Lion Patriot. I actually don't know where that quilt came from. I think it was my ex-stepsister's that it belonged to. But I have absolutely no idea, which makes it a little bit precarious that I'm sleeping with it. But it's very cozy. I like it. And then check your logic for how is seasonal depression different in summer compared to winter? Well, for one, seasonal depression is in most of the research that I've done on it happens as a result of a lack of light during the season. So the reason why it is that you feel more depressed in the winter than you do in the summer is basically because you experience a lack of exposure to the light due to the way that the earth configures itself around the sun.
Well, you can get seasonal depression in the summer.
You can, but it's more often than not something you get in the winter, not only because of the light, but also because that's when most of the holidays are. And so people feel a bit more depressed as a result if they don't have people to spend the holidays with and they see other people doing that. It's kind of that left out effect, So it's less prominent in the summer than it is in the winter. It's possible to get it in the summer. But light therapy is usually the prescribed method of handling seasonal depression. I'm not entirely sure how you would fix it from the opposite perspective if you were to get it during the summer. I actually don't know many people with that as it happens. If it were seasonal depression in the summer, I think it would be the result of something a little bit more, a little bit different. Because it's not as much of it's a little bit more unique of a phenomenon. Phenomena? Phenomeny.
So I got SDA, if your book has illustrations, would you need to approve them as the author? So I don't know how it works if you're not self-published, but if you're self-published, yeah, you control everything that happens with your book. I know that if you are traditionally published, you don't control your cover or anything like that. So I don't know how getting the illustrations done works in the traditionally published world. So I'm not really sure. Have I ever read Nancy A. Collins? No, I don't think so.
What? That's okay. I haven't either.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I don't know what she did.
What book series? I've only ever seen 2 books of in my entire life and have so much trouble finding them, like, in any library that I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of libraries, mind you. But the Trixie Belden story, which is like an offshoot of the Hardy Boys and the Nancy Drew type thing, I have yet to actually find a library that carries them. I have 2 of them.
I've never heard of it.
They're like kid detective stories, but from an ancient age that we were not a part of ever at any point.
No. Really not like Nancy Drew, the one that you just said.
Yeah, Trixie Belden. Like I said, kid detective type stories. I've never seen one in a library ever. My mama read those Weebo. Lion Patriot said, I quite enjoyed them. I thought they were very reminiscent of a time that I was not a part of, and I enjoyed reading them because they were happy ending type stories, and I don't get a lot of those nowadays. Now that I'm older, we're good. Does anyone oh, Encyclopedia Brown? Yes, another one of those types of stories that I read as a kid that I was just obsessed with.
Read Nancy A. Collins, Sonia Blue series, Vampire Detective. Why do people like to tell me what to read? That drives me nuts. I don't know why.
Well, they're suggesting you things.
I know. I'm like such a contrarian for no freaking reason. I'm being such a bitch.
They're not telling you to. They are suggesting, hey, you might enjoy these things.
And you're probably right.
Yeah. But I totally get where you're coming from.
I'm like, stop it.
Guys, leave me alone. Let me done.
Action.
I would have taken Weebo for a Dora the Explorer type. $1 Bruh. Fam. Excuse me. No. Dragon Tales is where it's at, alright?
Oh my god, I love Dragon Tales.
I know! Read words, STA. This is worse than the Ovaltine meme, I think. Because her job is reading, so if you tell her to read and she doesn't want to read, then, like, where are we at then, at that point? Right, STA?
I like reading.
She likes reading.
I think I know what I like to read.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
Oh, SDA.
SDA, now that you're an author, what's next on the bucket list? What do you mean? Like, now that I'm an author?
That was a bucket list thing, SDA. Don't you know that?
It wasn't a bucket list thing. It was, this is my job. Like, what?
Oh, it's a bucket list. Now that you've written
a book.
It's not
a bucket list thing. It's a profession. What the hell?
No, since you fulfilled this thing of your bucket list.
It's like, it doesn't stop happening. I'm so confused. What nonfiction do you like to read? Fuck nonfiction.
Do news articles count? Because
fuck that noise.
Do the comments the comment section are half fiction, half crazy delusions that people come up with. The Xanth series is hilarious, chock full of puns. That's something that I might enjoy if I read anymore. Okay, you want to know what the biggest tragedy of my entire life is?
What? Not
having time to sit down and enjoy a good book ever. Just because I want to enjoy the book. It hurts. It hurts my soul.
That's why I listen to audiobooks.
Well, even then, reading from a book is not only a lost art for everyone else, but it's something that I've lost within myself that I'd like to gain back. Which is why I'm always, bitching about going on vacation by myself into the woods in a cabin somewhere far away where no one can hear me scream. Just to be like, now I can read a book because I have no internet connection to distract me. I have no one texting me at all hours of the day to be like, oh my god, and I have literally nothing else to do except sit down with the books that I've brought with me and just go to town. I miss it. I miss it so much.
SDA, you wanted to be an author by a certain birthday as a goal. Well, yeah, I mean, but it's also my career. I mean, it's not a bucket list thing. I mean, publishing a book by a certain, it doesn't change the fact that, like, it's over. No, like, I've spent, I think, 14 hours today working on the third book in that trilogy. And yeah, I mean, no. Nope, it's not a bucket list thing.
The Xanath series is a trilogy with 41 books in it so far. How is it a trilogy? What? Hang on. I don't understand. Can someone explain to me? Please. Please. Please.
I don't know.
Gosh, my face is so bright. Hang on, let me fix this atrocity.
I'm very, like, yellow today.
You're yellow? Well, I look like I am about to blind half of the East Coast.
And yeah, I mean, so unfortunately what this means is that I'm going to be an author forever, and there's nothing you guys can do to stop me.
Unfortunately, this is kind of what you're stuck with.
Yeah, no, you're just stuck with this. You're stuck with me being like, hey guys, by the way, go buy my book. Did you know that the second book is about to be on audio too? So if you haven't picked up the first book on audio, which it is on audio now, isn't that amazing? You know it is. It's
not
so
really
exciting.
In a day and age when Audible is a thing.
Weebo.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to be a snippy bitch.
You're being a bitch. Stop being a bitch. I wouldn't be a bitch to you.
Well,
I wouldn't be a bitch to you about this. It's rude.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me, please.
Yeah,
for I have sinned.
Anyway.
I'm out of wine.
Go listen to my book. It's a good book. And the second one's going to be out soon. So you won't have to wait very long. Like everybody else who read the first book last year had to wait a whole year. You won't have to do that, which is fantastic.
Word.
You will have to wait a while for the third book, but that's not the point.
Oh, by the way, guys, just so you know, SDA did finally get back to me with my notes for my outline.
It did.
Mm-hmm. And they were riveting stuff, too.
Well, there wasn't anything really wrong with it.
Which means that I'm perfect.
If you wanted, like, really horrible notes, you should have done something horribly, horribly wrong. I'm sorry.
The implication here is that I'm perfect in every way and beyond reproach. Thank you, guys, contributing for the $10. Have fun at VidCon, or have some fun at VidCon. Well, I intend to have some fun, but not all of it.
Yeah, not all of it. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm so excited.
Oh, dude, same.
SDA, is there anything else you want to accomplish? Look, I'm into the author thing.
You know, it's kind of like my thing. I like it. I'm into it.
And yeah, I mean, I have a lot of goals with that, but it's more like that's and with YouTube. So the YouTube author thing, but at this point, it's career goals. So, but yeah, I have goals.
A question.
Yeah,
SDA. Do you have like some idea of what it is that your magnum opus is going to be as an author? You know what a magnum opus is, right? It's like your greatest work of all time. Like,
no,
you've been waiting your entire life to make this thing a reality.
No, because you don't decide that.
That's fair. I for certain thought that you would know what that is.
But you don't, I can't know that, and I can't decide that.
That's fair.
Because if it's anything like YouTube, it's not, even if I'm like, this is gonna be the ROM, it's never gonna be the thing that you think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be the book that you're like, Put that one.
This is the one. This is what I'm famous for.
This is the one that gets the stupid CW show. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
what? The red hen controversy? Like, that's what I am known for. And yes.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
this is what is my greatest work to offer the world.
This is if it's anything like YouTube, you're gonna be sitting there like, this is the video that has 150,000 views. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, come talk to me when your second most viewed video is a response to Amos Yee. Yeah. This is what I'm famous for, people.
Exactly.
JK, I'm not famous.
Like, you're not gonna, it's like you can't decide that. The world doesn't let you decide what you're famous for. It's not that nice.
I bet William Shakespeare didn't want his magnum opus to be like Romeo and Juliet. Like, no, thank you. Yeah. Hamlet is for me. Anyway, with that, SDA, guess what?
It is time.
It is time. It is time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in the chat. Thank you, SDA, for joining me on my channel. And thank you to all who donated as well. Your money will be put to good use to hopefully do things with that are totally legal. And with that, SDA, do you have anything to add?
I do not.
All right. With that, we shall be leaving you now. And I have to remember that it's not on my PC, it's on my computer that I have to end the live stream. So I'm going to do that right after we both say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.